Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Imperator Rome with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and Rome. So in the last episode, Illyria declared independence in defiance of our orders. That sounds way better than what it actually was, because it's one guy who is mad that we didn't give him the kingdom, so he took it anyway, and now he's gonna pay for it. But before we make him pay, we have to think about the repercussions and our next steps. We want to continue with wars against Thrace, so I wanted to check that we have war goals, and we do not. So that is something that we really need to work on. So let's say that we're gonna try to get Europa as our next war goal. Europa. Alright. So we're gonna, in the next war, we're gonna try to take Europa, and I would like to take maybe, well, I mean, taking the Bosphorus and this area would be enough, because that would allow us to control the trade going further. I doubt that the game has any kind of bonuses or penalties for it, but we'll see, you know, maybe it has something. Now, we're missing grain imports in Latinum. Wait, is it grain imports or are we importing some? Alright, this is bizarre. I'll need to unpause it to see what's going on. But before I do that, Illyria has exactly 895 pops. Of 17 of them are Pannonian. Alright, so I have to think this is gonna be hard. But oh man, we have to sack the cities. Man, that's something that I really do not want to do. But unfortunately we'll have to. Do we have enough food here? Yeah. Alright, so let's raise an army over here. Now do you guys have food here? You really do not. So what about here? It's not great either, but let's do it here. And let's do it here. So I kind of suspect that this is gonna be enough. And we want any more. I could pull some from the list. Yeah, that ought to be enough. Alright, so you're gonna march over here. You are gonna march over here. You're gonna march over there. You're gonna march over there. Alright, now let's give the game a little bit of a time to find its bearing, because... Alright, now it fixed itself. So we're missing wine, leather, base metals. Wine is legion maintenance cost, that's not important for us. Leather could be good. And what was the other one? Base metals. Yes, we definitely want base metals, because those help again with fighting. And the last one is gonna be grain again, because grain is important. And haven't we finished? Yeah, we have extra buildings that we can build. Alright, but we're gonna give it a little bit of time. Let's see how the war is gonna go, then we're gonna invest. You guys are building a city or not? Yes, alright. What the hell happened here? Or was it because of the governor? Didn't we have an army there? What's going on? Alright, you guys, we're playing by different rules here. Obviously. So let's make sure we endorse here. Let's put you in control. Sure. I might have to raise another army because they are immediately taking provinces. Yes. Alright, so this is a little bit of a different system. I haven't seen this one yet. Alright, so I can potentially raise you guys. But I will need to do it somewhere like here, because that's gonna hurt. Alright. So I can split you in half. And I think I can split you again in half. And have 4 armies coming. Alright, I haven't really reorganized you guys, so I'm gonna do it quickly here. Just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Right, infantry. Cows falls ill and gives inflammation. Not great. Could be worse. Yes, alright, so I get the system how this works. And we need to deny them this. But at least we're not gonna get any aggressive expansion for it, that's good. It's not going to cost us anything. Okay, one of you guys can actually go over there. Immediately. Alright, I'll give it one more month. And then we'll take it back. You guys need to go here. Alright, and now that we have the money, let's look at our cities and what we can do with them. So Rome is full of aqueducts, so we can actually start building... we can start building ports here for more trade. You guys can build an aqueduct. You guys can build an aqueduct and a marketplace, because we need more trade routes. You guys build me an aqueduct. You guys are building an aqueduct, then you build a marketplace. Build me an aqueduct. Build me an aqueduct. Aqueduct, and you are a different province. Alright, so that's gonna hopefully increase trade routes, but it's also gonna allow us to live there with more people. So basically stuck here. So you guys go here. We'll have to finish these sieges. Alright, and you guys can actually go and fight these. You have a really decent skill, so that shouldn't be much of a problem. Grinder is raided. Kylos is not a very good man. And he's not very loyal. We don't have the money, so let's use political influence and manpower in this case. No, I really hate doing that. Can I send you there? Alright, they're exiled. Alright, nice. Was kinda expecting that would give me control of the entire territory, but turns out it won't. Alright then. I guess I'll just have to take it then, because... So do we have to take it? Yeah, we have to... Wow, that's stupid. We have to take it province by province. Alright. So... It's actually not at all what I wanted. Alright, we finished another investment in here. And we still got 2. So let's do one more building slots. And then we might do one more trade route. No, we're taking you both. Or we're taking all of you, actually. Yes, we're gonna hold the Olympiad. Alright, let's just move then. At least we are not sacking the provinces. Alright, Rome can import more grain now. Amazing job, everyone. Because we truly, really need more food, especially with the aqueducts that we're building right now. Alright. Let's just secure these. Province by province, step by step, we move towards our goal. 853 gold. Alright, that should give me enough money to do another investment here. So, more marketplaces. Oh wait, we haven't yet. Okay, I thought that we did, but that was probably the population percentage that we finished. Or was it the trade route? I'm not sure. Okay, nice. The forts are really slowing us down. Oh, Savaya became a city, but I don't have it in my notes. So... Savaya. Ah, okay. Let us import grain from Parthia. And let us put the important stuff. Now, I don't have you guys either. Sirmium, when did I order that? Curious. Curious becoming curiouser. Alright. Well, based upon this, I can actually split you into many smaller armies, which is gonna just make it faster. Alright. So which was that one? This one? Okay, guys, go like this. No, it was this one, right? Yes. Okay, area is gonna be no more very soon. Okay, a splendid event. You guys go over here. Refounding the Colonia of Segistica. We established a place called Segistica, a township in Deuria, as a colonia of Rome, granting its citizens special privileges and attracting settlers to the area. Strife and conflict wrestle the place away from us temporarily, but its people are requesting their old privileges once again to be restored now, when we are in firm control of the town again. Sure. Yes. We will. There's no point in not doing that. Right, there's another fort here. All right, so that's an interesting. Oh snap! If these guys over here, come on, go after them. And you too. Martial advances. Oh yes. Oh yes. So we want the cohorts. And we now need multidiscipline training. By teaching recruits the basics of all possible martial disciplines, they will have much better knowledge of how to fit into a functioning military force. And we want the cohorts next. This goes to actually finishing everything. Tanarmus Castra. Alright, you we have in our notes. So we're gonna get to you. And Tassus, yes. Alright. Last vestiges of Illyria. Are happening. Go and beat them. Right, last province here. A few last provinces over here. Sieging there. Gonna take this. Yes, control regained. Alright, so we need to siege that last city. And we'll be done. Located ports. Rehab. Alright, we do not have a Rehab either in our notes. Which is interesting. Where are you? Huh, that's weird, because these are cities that I most definitely ordered to be turned into a city. And somehow I forgot about it. Well, I didn't forget about it, I just forgot to mark it down. Ogre. We do not have an ogre. You would be really good. You're very young. You have a ton of time to get there. Which, unfortunately, we have to, but... yeah, it's gonna be nice. 27%. Okay, precious metals are not being imported anymore. So Rome, did you finish that investment? You did. Amazing. Alright, I'll do one more. Building slots. Omen. National tax, definitely. So these two are the last ones, right? Popular support, lose war exhaustion, that's really good. Alright, I think we got everyone. Furs and everything. Yes, we made a big talk about Macedonia being forced into the road to here, to here, to here. And we have another road building. I think we had one in Africa, didn't we? Yes. And you're not... Oh, well, you did well. I'd say you need to go here. Alright. So this is the last one. Officially. Officially the last one. How's it going? They got 482. I'm not blockading it. Seems a little bit ways to even send the navy out, to be quite honest, for this. Prosperity. We have no need for gold. Give me wow, 91 stability. That is actually really nice. Research points, population happiness, national growth. The Illyrian elite. They deserve no quarter. They absolutely do not deserve any quarter. Alright, so Cisalpine goal, guys. We're gonna go Greek kingdoms. Well, I guess light cavalry then, because we don't have much of a choice. Those of wealthy, fortunate, or noble birth learned their skill in horsemanship at a young age, often riding as a sport, as well as during warfare. Alright, what do we have here else? Contestania, no, not you. Ratia we have raised. No, so Ratia... Okay, Ratia are constructing. It's Pannonia that we can disband. Macedonia that we can disband. Africa is constructing. You're an African... Yes. Greece can be disbanded. And I believe that's all, right? We still have you, Moesia Superior. But I feel like I could use you to start constructing here a little bit more. Alright, so how far is Rome with its construction projects? Still need a little bit of time. Alright, let's get to May and then we're gonna order another set. Civic advances. Alright, so what does civic advances bring to us? Okay, here's the national tax. Oh, what is this one? Trade ports. Rome permanently get world port, local tax, and population capacity plus 15%. And capital import routes plus 2. Oh, yes. With large piers, ports, and administration set aside for the merchants visiting our cities, we are sure to get a better handle on all trade being done inside the nation. This is amazing. Does that affect? No, it's specific for Rome, but that's still amazing. More pops will be here. And that means actually with all of these trade routes, I can just import more of you. Do we want incense? Marble dice. Glass, jade. Gemstones. We could get steppe horses. That's additional population output. We do have regular horses, vegetables, dates. Oh no, we want dates. The commerce income is pretty good, and it helps with food too, so it's not a waste. Alright, so they finished their tasks here. What we're gonna do next is we are gonna give them additional one. So Rome itself, okay, port and a forum. You guys can build an aqueduct and a marketplace. You guys can build an aqueduct and a port. You guys can build a marketplace and an aqueduct. You guys can build an aqueduct and the marketplace. You know, fair enough. Port. Port. And we're out of money. Alright, so let's not forget about you. You will need... Actually, we can build 2 more marketplaces, I think. And so can you. That's gonna be... Wow, and Fundi. We have forgotten about Fundi, which is a ton of free slots. So let's get Fundi. Fundi. Cult sanctioned. Yes. Alright, so that's another marketplace for you. You can also build 2 more marketplaces. No, you need an aqueduct. Research only we did for civics. I would like to put Panza there, but he's so corrupt, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, you need an aqueduct and then a marketplace. We're definitely getting more train routes. Rome is just... Man, we're making so much money in that small place. Just look at the population. It's crazy. Healthy population. Population growth. Increased. Don't mind if I do. And now Fundi. What are we gonna do with you? Well, you need definitely 2 aqueducts and a number of marketplaces. So that's what we're gonna order here. Maybe 3 aqueducts, just to make sure that we have everything that we need here. I mean, 2 will be enough for... Now let's get 3, and then the rest will be marketplaces. And on that note, I think we might even end it here. Did we want olives? I think we might go for olives. That's more food. And that is also the happiness of our pops. Phrase. Okay, Camille's unbarriers. We'll deal with that. But I have a feeling that we actually... It's just this one province, and I'm definitely sure that we wanted to have a cultural assimilation here everywhere, because we are targeting assimilating the Macedonian population as much as we can. Yeah, definitely. But I think our culture should be spreading already a little bit at least. Yeah, it is. Alright, so let's end this episode by actually finishing this. You got 3 aqueducts and 1 more marketplace, and we'll call it a day. Come on, get me the next marketplace. Come on, mate. And our consul got dementia. That's great. That's just great. Alright, anyway, thank you very much. See you in the next one.